everyone, Tim, Adam, and Sam here, and welcome to Flipper Flicks. Today's episode is brought to you by DB.
DB is a Scandinavian brand that makes backpacks and bags to help people on the move stay ready for anything.
From the streets to the peaks, DB's gear is travel tested by some of the world's best athletes, adventurers, and creators.
Over the past decade, DB has designed and developed the best bags in the market.
With DB's patented hookup system, you are able to attach smaller products to your backpack, roller, or tote.
One thing's for sure, you have to have the right luggage for the job. It's no fun towing your belongings down a cobblestone street.
Yeah, we don't want you breaking your wheels out there. So we're teaming up with DB to exclusively offer our listeners 10% off your next purchase by using the code POD10. Or you can simply go to the link in our show notes.
DB, it's time to move on. Time to get going. We hope you enjoy this episode.
Cue the singing giraffes!
If you've ever felt like James Bond, you might enjoy our next film. I'm Tim, this is Flipper Flicks, and we review movies in a very unprofessional manner.
That was the most professional fucking intro we had.
I was trying to be like suavish, like a James Bond sort of, feel going on.
Bond. James Bond. You want to hear a fun fact, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen like maybe 2 James Bond films.
Yeah, I don't get the hype, but
Oh! Wow, we're winning, Tim. We're winning.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's like
I'm about to see myself out of this podcast.
Like,
I think
you're cool or whatever, but like, there's other movies that are the same that I enjoy more. I don't know. I do like James Bond movies, but this I don't know why we're getting into this because we're not. This is not a James Bond.
This is not a Bond film.
I guess somebody could take that from there.
Okay, yeah.
Tell them what
I'm
we watched.
Adam, I guess. I guess I'm Adam.
Yeah.
Adam.
Are you Adam?
Today, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, so social medias, we have them. We have the Instagrams and the Twitters. At FlipperFlix, yeah, we're super clever in our handle name. We just took our...
Wait, is it at FlipperFlix, yeah, or is it at FlipperFlix?
Ooh, the latter? But I kind of am wishing we were the former there.
FlipperFlix, yeah!
Yeah. That being said, we post stuff, like pictures and words and things on the stories and some sound bites occasionally. And we're not really good on Twitter. I can be honest about that. And then our website, we have one of those, kind of. It's www.flipperflix.wixsite.com/home. And Sam's giving me these eyes. I think she wants me to talk about season 2.
What?
Yeah, so this is our last spinner episode.
Dun dun dun.
I know. And then we're going to do one last bonus episode to wrap it up. And then we're going to go to season 2 where we got a nice new spinner. We each chose 7, and then we're going to do, I think, 2 recommendations and then 1 dealer's choice. That way we kind of have an even 24 divided by 3. We each get 8 picks throughout the season. Look at my math, guys.
You're the math kid.
I know. I'm a kid now?
Yeah.
I'm a big boy now. Yeah, so there might be a new fancy logo coming our way. That's going to look real nice. And maybe a new website where we don't have .wixsite.com/home. It's just going to be flipperflix.com, hopefully. Sam, am I missing anything on the season 2 stuff? She's shaking her head no. She's not talking right now. I don't know why.
She's probably
I just
leaning
let
back.
you do your thing. No,
No,
I wish I was
But
reclined.
we put our episodes out there at 1 p.m. Eastern on various platforms of podcasting, like Anchor.fm and Spotify and Apple. You can rate us on Apple. That'd be great. It helps us grow. So yeah, that's all I got, I think.
Although at this point, I'm kind of like fine with mediocrity.
Of like not having like a million ratings.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not the Friendship Onion.
They beat us to it.
I know. All right, Sam. Now you're up.
Let's see here. Last week we spun Near and Dear, which is like movies that, you really loved.
That are near and dear to you?
That are near and dear to your heart. And so I chose Catch Me If You Can. And I'll get into that a little bit later. This was on, what was this, on Netflix?
It was on Netflix.
It was on Netflix.
Tim, where was it on?
Neat Flicks.
And Adam challenged me to read the synopsis as Christopher Walken.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
I'm like
did that.
very stressed out about it because like, I'm not going to be able to do it.
She's not an accent person.
But I think that I could do it.
You can do it.
Stress myself out. An FBI agent. No, that's not what he sounds like. Makes it his mission to cutting con. I give up, man.
Can I try?
Yeah.
All right,
I don't know. He's like too nice. Like I don't know.
Agent makes it. I can't do it either. I just sound like a vampire.
Yeah, right.
All
Like
right, you read it.
Tim,
can you do it?
just do Christopher Walken. 2 mice fell into a.
2 mice fell into oh shit, what's he say? Butter or cream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cream.
Okay.
Cream.
2 mice fell into cream, and I can't do it. I don't know.
See, it's like,
I feel like it's perfect
it?
in my head, and it's like
I know.
I know.
Why can't my mouth do what my head is saying?
It's because we don't have that.
it's because I didn't practice it, so it's like I don't have like a Christopher Walken, like Walken.
More cowbell.
2 mice fell into a. I can't. Like,
More cowbell.
I can't even get through that.
Closer though.
I can only do it for like 2 or 3 words.
2 mice fell into a bowl of cream. Which mouse am I? I don't know. I feel like I'm just a vampire.
I know, that's what I was saying. Like, I started doing it. I'm like, am I back? Apparently, I'm just doing Nandor.
2 mice. Yeah, Nandor.
Yeah, just say it. More cowbell.
More cowbell.
More cowbell.
I have to like
2
do the
mice.
wrong letters. More cowbell.
An FBI agent. Like I feel like I'm like getting like my inflection wrong.
I know,
like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I can't get like his actual pitch or anything.
Anywho, we did our best.
We are not trained professionals.
No. But
what is the synopsis?
an FBI agent makes it his mission to put cunning con man Frank Abagnale Jr. behind bars. But Frank not only eludes capture, he revels in the pursuit. And, yeah, 2 mice fell into a vat of cream. So I picked this movie because I really loved it. If you asked me what my favorite movie was between the ages of like 10 to like 15, it was probably this movie.
Can't believe it wasn't Lord of the Rings.
I know. It's like big deal to me.
Especially
I remember
for like sorry. I was gonna say
No,
especially for a movie like this, but
I know.
Like for like
a kid in that age range, yeah.
I know. Like I wouldn't say this is like a kid's movie, like a teenage kid's movie.
I know. It's crazy. And I don't even really know, like, I just remember seeing it in theaters, and I really liked it. You were 9
when it came out.
Yeah. Well, there's not really that much adult content in it. Like, yeah, they have sex, but, like, it's not like, you know, some of the sex scenes where it's like, hello. And other than that, I mean, there's, like, a couple fucks. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, adult content-wise, it's not that bad. Because I was like, wow, this is kind of a weird movie for me to have seen so young.
I know. I didn't realize you saw it in theaters.
Yeah, but I'm also kind of like, oh, I mean, I feel like there were worse movies, like Anaconda, to have seen so young. But anywho, I really liked it. I think it's just, like, it was a fun movie, and I always had, like, fun memories of it, for lack of a better word. Because there's nothing, I don't know. It's not that it's upbeat. I don't know. It's just, I really like it, okay? That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And I really liked it for a long age. So I'm interested to see what you guys thought about it. But we'll go to expectations next. Tim?
I had never seen this movie before now. So
Okay.
yeah, I've always heard it was good. I've always just like seen it around. I don't know why I've never watched it. I don't know. When I told Rihanna, she was like, "What? I love that movie." I'm like, I've never seen it.
It's one of those things that gets put on your watch list.
Yeah.
That like it didn't even do that for me. Like I just never I don't know, clicked on it. I don't like bothered.
Oh, okay.
I just would see it and I'm like, I don't understand. But
I don't get it.
yeah, so I guess I was looking forward to it. I wasn't like there was no negative feelings about it or anything. And I you know, seeing the cast, I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I didn't watch anything about it. I didn't read the synopsis. I was just like, I'm gonna dive in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Adam?
Oh, my expectations were Sam just gushing over it and then accidentally finding little mishaps because she's never had to watch it like as like such a poignant. Is that the right word?
Yeah, like I've never watched it and taken notes.
Right.
Or like
So-
analyzed it.
Yeah, that's probably an easier word. But I don't know. She got me to watch it like 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago. So in the last 12 years, I saw it for the first time.
Nice.
And then we saw it. Did we watch it in the last year?
I watched it like a couple months ago.
I'm pretty sure I watched it with you.
Yeah.
And I kept calling him Abernathy still. And I don't
Jason
know why.
Abernathy.
What is Abernathy from?
I don't know.
I don't remember, but I think it's Jason Abernathy. Whatever.
I know there's an Abernathy in like the Crimes of Grindelwald, but that seems very relevant.
That's not what.
Small.
That's gonna drive me nuts.
I thought, what's the name in what is Even Stevens in Transformers? Shia LaBeouf's character in Transformers.
No idea.
No, it's like Wiki or something like that.
Oh, you're right.
Look at you pulling that out of your ass.
I was a big Transformers fan. When it came
Yeah, I
out.
did enjoy the first one a lot.
Well, the first one was good, and then it went downhill.
It was like a slide.
Yeah.
Anyways, I expected to enjoy this film again, though.
Nice.
We got Woody in it, and then yeah, I still picture Tom Hanks as Woody. Fight
Yeah,
me.
100%.
Like if I close my eyes and I hear him talk, yeah, that's Woody. It's not like Sam sees something like this. Probably Carl, maybe.
Carl Hanratty.
Carl Hanratty has quite an accent.
I know, I love it.
But spoilers, if you've not seen this film, it's been out for about 19 years now. So it's a full-grown adult.
Yeah.
It's graduated high school. And skip the credits if you've seen the front running credits that are the whole movie.
But, okay, that's one of the best parts about this movie is, like, the opening credit scene. And Archer always reminded me of this.
So
Or
it reminds you of
James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Bond.
it was
The one-
definitely. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, let's let Sam talk. She was on a rant, and then we stopped her.
No, go ahead.
No.
He looks like Bond.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know. It seems more fun. Again, like, it has this, like, fun paint over it.
I think Archer combined Bond, like James Bond's, with this, because isn't James Bond just, like, black and white?
And, like, he shoots.
Not
and
always.
Like,
There's
the
color
little
to him.
thing. Yeah.
The shooting's
so it was
always the
like-
trademark, like black and white part with the red, but there's color in like the more modern ones.
Okay, because I was going to say, like, obviously Archer's is colored.
Yeah, it's usually
So, like-
thematically attached to the movie as far as
So
how they
Goldfinger has
like.
gold.
I'm not sure
I
on
don't
that,
know.
but it's
We're
usually
not Bond experts.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
the ones I've seen. I mean, the intro is always like has something to do with what's going on in the movie. It's almost like a timeline or plot layout kind of. It feels like to me because it shows like it represents certain characters and stuff. Whereas this did kind of like the same thing, and so does Archer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. But what was your comment about it? Oh, to not watch it. But no, that's the best part of the movie. That was my rant. Not the best part of the movie, but it's one of the cool parts.
It's one of the best parts because it's like she loves this movie, so every part is like the best part.
Exactly.
Well, so for me, I hate the James Bond intro. I hate those so much. I get so bored with them, and I usually really hate long intros like that. Archer's is just whatever. It's a show, and like it's Archer, so it's kind of funny. I loved this one.
Really?
I actually was entertained by this one for some reason.
I'm like,
yeah.
Sam's like, door.
The music I think is what caught me into it, and then like the music was really good. That's the first thing I put down was this intro is pretty good, and I hope this music is like staple throughout the film.
Got
It was.
nominated for an Academy Award for the music.
Yeah,
That's
the
awesome.
music is
It was really
so
good.
Well, we all know that Steven Spielberg does not do movies without John Williams.
Yeah.
That's true.
They're like glued together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's really weird is that they have Leo playing every character from like 13 years old to 19.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, he's 13. Is he doing this when he's 13? Because like I've seen the movie and I never like really thought about the age.
Uh-huh.
Because they like de-age him really well.
Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah. I don't know if it's just like that blazer when he's a substitute teacher, which lol that scene always makes
How do
me
you
giggle.
like? How do you believe that? I don't know.
I know. And then he, like, gets called to the principal's office, and his dad's, like, just laughing his ass off that he substituted for a week. But anywho, I don't know. I feel like his outfits when he was younger, even though they might be, like, similar outfits, because they were just, like, sweaters and the blazer, but I don't know. He looked so young. And then he doesn't necessarily look old later on.
Right.
But he doesn't look like a baby like he does in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
He looks his age.
Yeah.
What's kind of funny is Frank Abagnale Jr., like the real Frank Abagnale junior looked old. Like, he always looked old for a kid, like, as a kid.
That makes sense of how he
so
probably
it
pulled
works,
off a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Like-
this guy doesn't look like he's old enough to be anything that he says he is.
I know. You think he's 28? Have you met 28-year-olds?
Right?
Like, what 28-year-olds are you hanging out with?
Yeah.
She was just smitten, though.
Yeah.
I would say a lot of people were. But
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up the fact that I'm going to just, like, sew together the last episode with this one.
Okay.
The world would be a happier place if more sons danced with their mothers.
Oh, I thought about that too when they were dancing.
It's just like, it happened right off the bat, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck. Oh, shit. And then his mom, he thought his mom was a whore. That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you notice he checked for, like, the pin? The president's pin on
He did on
the-
that jacket. Yeah.
on the divorce lawyer's jacket?
Nice.
Yeah. Did you not catch that, Sam?
No.
What was the detail you caught this time, though?
In his room, in one of the scenes when he was really young, he has the Flash comics on his bedside table.
Yep.
And I was like, nice! Because
He
I
had a
knew,
bunch
like,
of them.
later on. Yeah. But I never remembered seeing that before now. And I was like, look at them. Threading it all the way through.
Uh-huh.
But I really like how Carl says, Carl, hand ratty. That always makes me giggle. He always makes me giggle. Carl's the best.
Hand ratty. Hand ratty. Hand ratty.
Hand ratty.
Hand ratty. He's like trying to get these guys to fucking say his name. So I do have to go back to the mouse speech though. What is
Do
that?
it.
That is weird.
I don't
What
know.
is that?
That's weird.
I've
That's
never
a weird
heard that
speech.
before. Like, and who's the other mouse? Did he kill a mouse? Did he kill someone? What is this?
No. It's like he's crawling up from being poor.
I know,
and
but
making
like,
it- yeah.
he's trying to
I get
compare
the
himself.
metaphor.
Like, it's him and then like everyone else essentially is
Yeah.
how I saw
Yeah.
it. But like,
Hey, that's
why a
that's
mouse
lifetime,
and cream?
That's a lifetime Rotary member.
Yeah.
What you're talking about, man. Apparently, real Frank Abagnale, the dad, was a straight shooter. None of this shit, like where he was like taught his son stuff.
Yeah.
Nah, didn't happen.
I figured there's a lot of it that was just played up to the characters and stuff to make
Yeah.
it a little
Yeah.
more interesting. Because like, how it's hard to believe some of the stuff that he does or says in the film. And his dad was believable as a character though.
Yeah.
But
Real Frank Abagnale Jr. was on set, and he said before they cut bits and pieces and like added other scenes, the first round was like 80% accurate to his life,
Nice.
which is insane.
Yeah.
Because you gotta assume it probably dropped down to like 60 to 70, but still,
Yeah.
like, if half this shit is real, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, he really did a lot of this stuff. Apparently, I mean, that's how he got
Yeah.
where he is today. But I also didn't know this was based on a true story until it showed it. I was like, oh, that's interesting. How's this gonna work out? So the whole
I
time
know.
I'm like thinking, really? Like how it's like those films that are like based on a true story, and then you're like, oh, okay, so 1% of the story was accurate. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did wonder how much of it was actually. So that's good to know.
So yeah, real Frank, he wrote the autobiography about himself back in I don't know when he wrote it, but when he wrote it, the guy Carl Hanratty isn't his real name.
Ah,
I
damn
don't
it.
think it is.
I
It might
wouldn't
be.
be surprised if they changed the agent's name. Well,
Well, yeah,
at the
so
same time, I don't know.
The FBI agent was still in the FBI
Yeah, so then
when he originally wrote the autobiography, so he had to
Gotcha.
change the name.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
He said, Real Frank said that Tom Hanks, if you put him on a phone, you wouldn't, like, it was weird because it sounded just like him.
Really?
It's like they got to like talk and work with each other before like the FBI agent is passed now,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's apparently just does a great personification of him.
Carl Hanratty.
I know, which is crazy because he's got that fucking stellar joke.
Oh, the
Oh, I was
best
gonna
joke.
say that was my favorite line. Hey, you want to hear a joke? Knock, knock. I'm gonna start using that with people.
Right?
Oh, I love
Go
it.
fuck
It's
yourself.
so
Go fuck
good.
yourself. That's so just classic, easy. Yep.
Did anybody else feel bad for that substitute teacher?
Yeah,
I
she
drove
was
all the way
pissed.
from Dixon. I just was like, oh.
It's not easy for a lady of my age to get down
How did she
here.
not like go? Did he actually do that though? Because how did she not go like to the front or somewhere and complain that she got double booked or something? And then they're like, "What are you talking about? We don't have like another substitute."
I know.
Like, how did he not get caught quicker than a week?
Right? Exactly.
You know what? She might have gotten paid still.
Oh.
She probably did.
Like, it's not like Frank Jr. was getting paid.
Exactly.
That could be how they caught, because then she might have been like, "Hey, I'm not teaching." And they'd be
That'd
like,
actually be
"Wait, what?"
really funny. I mean, like, I understand why they can't show it in the story, but I like to believe
Yeah,
if it really happened.
Yeah.
right.
And then the last time Frank Jr. really saw his dad was when he left the courtroom during the divorce. The whole other part was Steven Spielberg and the writing team, like throughout the rest of the film.
Oh, like when he meets him later on for
Yeah, they thought
dinners
it was a
and stuff.
nice touch.
Yeah.
Like for a story to read and watch.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be enjoyable. You don't want to like make a boring film.
Exactly.
But them pilots though. It seemed like such a glamorous job back in the 60s.
Right? They really play it up, I feel like, and romanticize it.
I know.
Yeah.
Like pilots are cool still, but like I don't think that they're like treated the same.
No, I think that was still like in the very early era of, I mean, not
Commercial
early, but like
flights.
commercial flights were still people dressed up to go on them and all stuff like that. Like it
Oh, I
was,
remember that.
but now everybody's in their sweats, so it's very just
Yeah.
like, yeah, you fly plane, I go there, thank you. So it's like, you know what I mean?
I remember when I was like a teenager, my mom was like, "You have to dress nice because if they need somebody for first class, they're not going to choose somebody in sweatshorts,
Yeah.
like gym shorts." And I'm like,
Most of the people in first class wear sweatpants.
Right.
I know.
Unless they're flying for business, but
Yeah.
those are different.
But it was just funny because I was like, I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't care. I roll up in my gym shorts always.
Oh, I get comfy as I can. Yeah.
If I'm going cross country, if I'm going over the ocean, yeah, I'm not wearing long pants.
No.
Do you guys remember
that.
when we got shushed? Like
Oh my
multiple
God.
times on our flight? How rude.
I do not.
Really?
Well, that's because you were half awake.
Oh, okay.
You remember how when we were flying over to Amsterdam,
Uh-huh.
there like from JFK, there was a trivia thing, and the four of us were playing the trivia
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Shh, people are trying to sleep here, and then the people behind us kept talking, and
Yeah.
she shushed us again.
Rude.
Who shushes people?
And then I guess she must have gotten really pissed off because then she wasn't in her seat for the rest of the time. So I think she like asked to move.
Probably. Some people were, I don't know, weird.
Also, just throw in some headphones, throw in some earplugs. You're on a fucking flight.
Yeah.
Anyways,
They should have put her in the deadhead seat, am I right? When he couldn't find it. Like
oh my god, that seat looked so uncomfortable.
Also, like, was there a seatbelt? I don't
No.
think
I
so.
don't think so.
Like
I wonder how long that would have been, because, like, yeah, that seemed a little...
Did you see his face when it first took off, though?
yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, shit. Like, he obviously had never flown before. Oh, God, that was great.
And then he wants a glass of milk.
I know.
Yeah.
And then, like, he just smashes all these women.
Yeah.
Gets that Pan Am Poontang.
Hmm.
I figured a way to say it, Sam.
Well, and the model, which makes him pay.
Yeah.
But then he actually gets money from it.
He does, because
I
she
know,
got
I
nothing.
I know.
He's like, even better. Well, okay, so I'm pretty sure she played 2 roles in the film.
Oh,
No,
really?
she didn't.
Are you sure?
No.
Yeah.
She looked like somebody later on. I
Huh.
don't know.
Jennifer Gardner was only one character.
There's somebody that looked like her then.
At what, like one of the parties in Atlanta or something?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who it was.
I don't know.
It might have been one of the nurses.
Oh, Jennifer Gardner was only on set for a single day.
Okay.
And this movie was in like 150 locations or something stupid.
Damn.
Like it was ridiculous how many locations it was at. But,
Dang.
yeah, I don't know. It only listed her as one person though. But the one thing I really want to know about this film is when Frank Jr. takes his dad out for like lunch or dinner, and they're just in this beautiful restaurant. I just need to know what restaurant that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be cool.
I need to eat there.
Nice. Do it.
You know, I thought Sam would be more excited, Tim.
I mean, it looked cool.
Nope, she doesn't
But I'm
care.
just worried that it's going to be like some, I don't know, some place that shut down or something. And then you're going to be really disappointed.
Yeah, I know.
But we'll look into it. We'll look into it. See if we can find it. Why the heck not?
Yeah.
Why
Thank
not?
you.
You're welcome.
So many
I
restaurants.
appreciate it. I know, there's only a couple in New York.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. People, their whole thing is that they go find filming locations. Like, somebody wrote this shit down somewhere.
I mean, we've been to a few of them in Amsterdam by accident.
Really?
Yeah. So not only did we go to the one coffee shop that was in Ocean's 11 or Ocean's 12. The Cat Museum is in Ocean's 12, but it's just not. It wasn't the Cat Museum yet.
Ah.
So the building was there.
Look at us, just doing an Ocean's 12 tour.
The Cat Museum. Yeah. By the way, if you're ever in Amsterdam, Cat Museum or something.
Yeah, it's like Cat and Cabinet.
Oh, that's right. But I do need to bring up this because this is the second movie in a row that we had a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that your favorite movie is a Christmas movie?
It's not a Christmas movie.
Whoa, we've had this argument before, though.
I know. There's actually a decent amount of scenes because, like,
They
at the
always
end
talk
of
on Christmas.
Yeah. How is it I'm always talking to you on Christmas, Carl? Like,
There's Christmas trees, presents.
yeah. Yes. Carl eating Chinese food on Christmas.
Yeah.
Goals.
So.
Except not really, because I don't want to be working in the dark on Christmas.
Yeah, why was it dark?
I don't know.
No.
Like, he doesn't even turn the lights on for himself.
Yeah, Carl
blame him.
Hanratty. He doesn't need much.
No.
He just chills.
No, yeah. What was his accent? It sounded like Northeastern.
Yeah, like Boston. I don't
Yeah,
But
more of a Boston, I would think, but
Yeah. I didn't know what. I wasn't putting him in anywhere. But, like, he was out west, right?
yeah.
know. Was he?
Or
Yeah.
wait,
I thought he was.
I know he flies
I
all
don't
over.
remember now. Yeah, because he
but-
goes
yeah.
everywhere.
I thought he was just doing, like, a routine checkup in Hollywood when Frank Jr. was there. And that's how their initial meetup was, and he just about shit himself.
The wallet scene?
Yeah.
Because I thought he had tracked him there.
Yeah, I thought he did too.
I didn't know if they flew there. I thought they had just driven there from the office.
Oh, I don't know.
Because I knew they tracked him there, but
Yeah, I don't know. Was that when he said the nice go fuck yourself joke?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe he is based out there. I don't know.
who knows?
Who knows? That's too complicated. You'd have to look it up in the biographies.
I know. And there was apparently no single FBI agent that was chasing him the whole time.
Well, that's kind of sad, but
Mhm.
makes it more realistic, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because he's all over the place.
Yeah, I want to visit all those countries.
Yeah, that would be cool. Hey, let's just go join the FBI and chase down, what do they call them? Paper? What's the term?
Paper bandits?
No. He has a term for them. Shoot, I can't remember it. Ah!
Paper pirates?
No!
It's not paper pirates.
Peter picked up pickle pepper.
Oh my
You
god,
just want
I
to join
can't
the bank
remember
fraud
it.
unit. Check fraud unit.
Yeah,
whatever.
but he calls them like, shit,
Who
I can't
knows?
remember it. Damn it.
But, Tim, I'm going to go ahead and guess that not many people have check problems these days because of direct deposit.
Negative Ghost Rider.
Okay.
There are a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
thought-
check frauds out there still.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was thinking it's funny because at the beginning he's like, "Oh, here's your checkbook. You're in the club," and I'm like,
Yeah, it's like, the club of debt because you're about to use his name to do exactly what you did to get in trouble with the IRS already.
"Yeah, exactly."
The first person that Frank Jr. scammed was his own father. He used to use his credit cards.
Oh no!
I mean,
Frank
it makes sense.
Jr.
He didn't have anything else, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, he spent all the money on his credit cards before the first bill got to
Damn.
his dad.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. It's pretty kind of funny.
Yeah. Typical Frank things.
I know.
Interesting.
So he's a pilot, right?
He's a pirate, yeah.
And then he becomes the doctor next.
Yeah, and hangs out with what's her name, Brenda.
Amy Adams.
Yeah.
And I just love the scene in the emergency, the "Do you concur" scene.
Do you concur?
That's always been one of my favorite scenes. And then the guy, like, he, like, walks away and goes and pukes. And the guy's like, man, I blew it, didn't I? Why didn't I concur? Like, he's stressed out when, like, it wasn't even a real thing. Like, I don't know. I just find that scene really funny.
And it has one of the best out of context quotes.
Which is?
You have really nice teeth.
Yeah. How is that out of context?
Well, no, I'm sorry.
Or you're just...
I'm saying if you just hear that one quote, you wouldn't be like, catch me if you can. Mm-hmm.
No.
That's that movie.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Sorry. I said it I said it within context.
Right, and I was like,
Yeah.
wait a second. I don't know what context means. What?
Yeah. So, Tim, did you notice that his dad owned a stationery store?
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense why he can do all this stuff with stationery.
Right, that he knows, yeah.
Like, that didn't click the first 3 times I saw this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't notice that little detail. I wasn't analyzing it.
Exactly. You're just along for the ride.
I didn't notice that until this time. I noticed that he was, like, peeling the wrappers off since, like, the first scene he's in.
Yeah.
He's peeling wrappers.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny to me. Because he does it throughout his whole life.
Right.
Mm-hmm. He's got to get them stickies.
Yeah. What do you guys think of how he just randomly moved to Louisiana to make this girl be able to move in, be like brought back in with her parents? Question mark.
I think he was hoping that, like, he could be done with it, right?
Right,
Like,
it kind of
that
felt
he
like
wasn't going to have any serious consequences and he could just, like, have a normal life. But,
Mm-hmm.
lol, that's not how it works when you owe $4 million.
Right.
which is about $29.755 million
Oh, my God.
today.
I love where the mom's like, oh, how much does he owe? I just write you a check. And he's like, 1.3 million at the moment. And he just closes the door. Like, yeah, that ain't happening. She's just like,
Oh, jeez. I thought the mom was going back to France.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
The grandma's there, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of does make it seem that way, and then she doesn't.
I don't understand how that baby is 4 years old.
That's a good
That
question.
little girl.
I, too, was confused this watch.
Yeah, because he goes
Like-
from...
He's 19
Like,
at
when
the
he
end.
starts doing it, he's like
they
16,
just broke
right?
up. Yeah, they just got divorced when he was 16.
Yeah, how the
So-
hell is that child 4 years old?
Unless, if we're doing crazy math here, she was having the affair before the divorce. We already
She
knew
would
that.
have had the
Mhm.
baby when they were together still, though.
Right? Yeah. Or at least be
Right, yeah.
showing.
Yeah,
Because
showing.
I was like, at 3, you could like say, oh, well, she's definitely at least 4. She looked like she was about to go to kindergarten.
She looked old. Like, that little
Yeah.
kid looked old. She didn't look very, like...
I don't know. The
Small.
math just seems weird. But also his long hair. Because they're like, yeah, you were here for 6 months. And I'm like, your hair grew like 7 inches.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bit much. When he was in France. I don't know. So maybe he was there longer. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even though they gave us exact dates. They gave us dates, everybody. That family, like Martin Sheen's like Roger, that's his name. I'm trying to use the real name still. Even in the 69th episode.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember to use their names. Roger's just like testing him, and then he's just like, oh, I'm here for like your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're just a bunch of romantics.
I know! And then he still does the 2 little mice thing for Grace, and they're like, what the fuck?
I know.
Like, that was interesting.
That
Like,
was so nice. Mm.
was it, though? And Martin Sheen looks like he has fake teeth in this scene.
He does.
Does he in real life?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Tim?
I feel like he always looks like that. But his teeth
Really?
definitely look like they're more like narrow and like too small for his mouth or something.
Yeah, like, they look weird.
What
Yeah,
if he
he
just has
looks older
dentures?
than I feel like he does in other films.
I thought that, too!
I just didn't understand
Yeah.
it. I don't know.
I've seen a movie with him in 10 years from this movie, and I'm like, you look younger.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
I like how Frank Jr. just randomly chooses a university in California. Just be like, okay, these Louisiana folk are probably going to be like, go Bayou Tigers.
Yeah.
Berkeley. I went to Berkeley. Oh, fuck.
Bad luck. He should have picked some random school in Ohio. You know?
Fact. Everybody's from
Big
Ohio.
fact. Everybody is from Ohio. Apparently.
like, yeah, just, you'll go somewhere. Yeah, I'm from Ohio. Like, of course you are.
All right,
Yeah.
you got to pick Idaho or something. You got to get way
you got to
in
go
the
with
boonies.
those
The
low...
Dakotas.
You got to go for the low population states.
But then he tells the truth to Brenda.
I thought she was going to go with him
Yeah.
the
but
first time.
I think it's funny when all she hears is, "You're not Lutheran?" Like, he tells her like a million things, and she's like, "But you're not Lutheran." I always find that funny.
I know.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. She's like in shock, and then you knew that she was gonna, like, her dad or something in the background was gonna make it to where she wasn't going with him. It was gonna be a
Yeah.
setup. You knew it was gonna happen.
I felt bad for her.
Yeah, I know. She looks so pitiful at the airport.
Yeah.
She's so young.
Yeah.
Like Amy Adams,
Mhm.
who's also supposed to be older, apparently, because she's already gone through nursing school.
Right.
Anyways, the most inconspicuous character in this film, while they were waiting for Frank Jr. at the airport, dude with the binoculars.
Yes.
Yeah. What about the dudes working on the tower? They're just like
I
behind the-
know.
Here, we just got a
making
ratchet here.
Yeah, he's
Let me just...
like not even turning anything. He's just like.
And then, yeah, I was like, wow, they're pretty conspicuous there. And then they show the binoculars, dude, and I'm like, you're not even trying.
Yeah.
It was so ridiculous. And then you have him go get all of the little girls. I mean, they were young girls.
The flight attendant?
The flight attendants. Yeah, that was a clever plan.
Yeah, I love that scene. I always find it so hilarious that he just like surrounds himself and slips right through. It's
Smart.
Just, like,
Yeah.
classic stuff.
Hired a dude to wear his outfit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, and he's picking up hand ratty. Oh, that's one of my favorite things.
The ultimate play.
Yeah, exactly. Such a troll.
Which career do you think he would do best at, though? Pilot, doctor, or lawyer?
Definitely not lawyer.
Not lawyer.
Here's an enlarged picture.
That being said, he actually did pass the bar.
That's true.
I'm not surprised by that. Yeah, I figured that was a big thing since he kept asking about it. And I knew it since he wasn't answering. My guess was that he actually passed.
I know. I studied for 2 weeks.
But the funny thing is, they show him like learning from the TV a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do we all know that your profession and anyone's profession, you watch TV, it is never accurate to your actual job.
Yeah.
Some aspects of it might be, but like there's no way he's learning to do anything and being able to pull off all this stuff just from the TV. I think that was just silly.
Yeah, I think it's just supposed to be a funny part. But I feel like there wouldn't be really that many good like law shows back in 1960s.
Yeah, probably.
Like, what is he watching? Mr. Smith Goes to Washington?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
Actually, I think that one's just about a filibuster. But no, yeah.
12 Angry Men
12 Angry Men. That's one we need to watch.
is good.
It is a good one.
But that's more about, like, the jury, right? I don't know that there's really any scenes. But I get what you're saying. Like, he's not going to have a lot of reference point for that and probably the medical shows. Like, the big
Right.
soap operas didn't start till way later.
Till 1975.
Right.
Yeah. But I was thinking, like, okay, part of me is like, oh, you would probably do the best as a pilot because you don't always have to, like, fly the aircraft. Like, how he's always just, like, a passenger, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like he would have time to, like, learn it.
What equipment you using?
Yeah. Versus, like, doctor and... Well, I don't know. If he passed the bar, maybe he could figure it out.
He literally has people's lives in his hands in all three professions.
I know!
Yeah,
which
seriously.
is hilarious!
Like, He doesn't choose something that doesn't affect people. All of these things affect a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, just kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He gravitated towards helping people.
Definitely not doctor.
Definitely not doctor.
Final
yeah.
answer, not doctor.
I feel like he would eventually succeed as a lawyer after he figured out he doesn't need to enlarge in the photos.
Right, he doesn't need to, or do the correct pre-trial stuff, or
Yeah.
do the actual process. It's funny.
Son, what the hell are you doing?
I'm surprised he didn't get in trouble for that.
I know. And then there's Carl. He's putting all the pieces together.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pretty wise guy.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, Carl's pretty smart.
But yeah, going to France. When he gets arrested by the French policeman, that's actually Frank Jr. in real life.
Oh, really?
The guy puts handcuffs on him.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, the guy that puts the handcuffs on him?
In
Yeah.
France, yeah.
Yeah, in France.
That's Frank,
Right.
the real Frank Jr.?
Yeah.
Damn, I can't picture his face.
I know.
Yeah,
I
they
was like,
cannot.
I gotta go pull up that scene.
Which means he's still in disguise
Yeah.
True.
to this day. I don't know. Apparently, the real Frank Abagnale Jr. was just like, I don't know about Leonardo DiCaprio to play me. Like, I don't think he's suave enough. Like, his voice.
What?
And then he watched
I mean,
a
he
bunch of his
wasn't newer.
films.
Oh, really?
I know, yeah.
Yeah, he watched a few of his films, and he's like, okay, he's getting the thumbs up.
Nice.
That's
I was
funny.
like, huh, good on
It's
you,
just
Frank Jr.
Funny to think about now. Like,
I know, of all actors to say that about,
Yeah.
he might be like, well, I don't know, he's looking a little grisly nowadays.
Yeah, he's definitely getting less suave. We've
He's
already
getting Jack
talked
Nicholson-esque.
about how he's turning into Jack Nicholson. Yes.
He needs to do a Jack Nicholson biopic.
Yeah, that's the way he gets bigger.
No, he's supposed to be doing the new Another Round in Sam's Pissed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're not.
She's not on speaking terms about it.
We don't need an English version just for funsies, okay? Learn to read subtitles. The end. Rant over.
Great Danish film.
Yes.
I don't have any more notes. I didn't have a ton of notes because I've seen this movie. It's easier for me to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Albeit this movie is just like little bits and pieces in my head. Like is it in Miami? He has the apartment or house place where they're throwing the party.
Atlanta.
That place was nuts.
Yeah, I know. With his nice Italian knit shirt and his speakers that somebody was messing up.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, those are my notes.
I have that Carl Hanratty is an expert climber into toilets in the
Oh,
airplane.
yeah. You knew, man, that guy was sly. I hope, I want to know if a lot of this is real.
Yeah.
Because he
You want
gets
to know
away
which
a lot.
stunts are.
But
You
there's
want to know which stunts are real, right?
Yeah. There's a lot in the movie, though. It's like, well, that probably wouldn't work these days, or there's different technology these days for this. And so that era is definitely gone for people, but there's other ways to do stuff, I guess. But
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that you can get cross-reference to see if you went to Harvard.
yeah,
in
very quickly.
seconds.
Yeah.
Gonna be a lot harder to back then. Why would he lie about that? It looks like it's real.
Yeah.
Now
true.
it's like doubt.
Now it's like, please pass all these bells and whistles before you even talk to someone.
I know. So
Yeah. And then I just like that at the end, he ends up working for the FBI.
yeah,
And he's obviously very
Oh,
good at
I
it.
thot that was great. And then the whole
Yeah.
tidbit of how he makes checks and stuff for people that are the companies that use them today.
Yeah.
it's a good ending for this film. It kind of rounds the story out.
Mm-hmm.
But
I agree. Tim.
what about you, Tim?
Anything?
Anything?
No, I just went through. I'm out of notes.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, you guys, Frank Abagnale tip. If you're going to write a fake note for the teacher, make sure you fold it so that there's a
Yep.
crease.
Yeah. The first
Still a
thing you
good
would
life
do.
tip.
First thing you would do is put that in your pocket.
Yeah.
But
Or purse.
unfortunately, parents probably can email the doctor's notes and whatnot now.
Really? I feel like I still had to bring a hard copy in.
I don't remember. I know email existed, and my parents had emailed my teachers.
Yeah, but for some reason we always had to turn our notes into the office or whatever. The same way.
Tim?
Maybe it was just old school, private school shit.
Yeah. No, I feel like I had to hand deliver notes before.
I just never took time off in high school, so I don't remember.
It was never a full day. It was
I know,
leave and come back. But,
Hey, I'm getting my driver's license,
And
and the BMV's open till 4.
yeah. Or like you'd come back with the note, like you tell them you're gone, and they'd make you come back with it or something. Not yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would always want to sleep in because school was super far away, and we got lunch duty. Like we had to clean up the cafeteria if you were late to school. So I had my mom write me a note like, "Oh,
The roads were dangerous.
yeah," and then I got out of lunch duty. Good stuff.
Anyways, I'm gonna get to the cast.
Okay, go for it.
Frank Abagnale Jr. is played by Leonardo DiCaprio.
Prove it.
If you've not,
Crap.
IMDb it. He's in Titanic, Gangs of New York, The Revenant, the movie he finally won his Oscar for.
Yep.
Kind of crazy. Carl Hanratty.
Ready.
He's played by
Woody.
Yeah, he's played by Woody. Or Forrest Gump and Castaway.
Oh yeah, Wilson.
Did you forget that movie existed?
Yeah, I kind of did.
I
It's a
noticed that
great
on your
movie.
face.
It's so long, but it's a good movie.
I remember the first time I tried to watch it, I fell asleep because I was a child.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
It's long.
And I was like, why are we caring about this delivery man?
Yeah.
Anyways, Frank Abagnale is played by Christopher Walken. He's in 7 Psychopaths. Tim, have you seen that one? I think we've asked him.
I don't think so.
I think you would like that one a lot.
It sounds like, just based on the film, the name of the film, a movie I would like.
It's about a writer trying to write a story about 7 psychopaths. So his friend tries to like help him create ideas, and like he puts out like a listing to get more psychopaths to call his friend.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's also in The Deer Hunter, which is a big film, and then he plays King Louie in the new Jungle Book. They call it a paw fruit.
Yeah.
Because it bounces.
And he's in Pulp Fiction.
He's in Pulp Fiction. He's in Balls of Fury.
Nice.
I think that's the name of that movie. Oh, he's in the ping pong movie.
I think that's what's
Table tennis, whatever you want to call it. Roger Strong is played by Martin Sheen. Sam's favorite movie, The Way. It's just not that near and dear because it came out like 10 years ago. You guys know that Martin Sheen's in The Departed?
Yeah.
No.
Well, me neither.
I haven't seen The Departed. So.
I know. Leo's in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Martin Sheen's also in Apocalypse Now.
I did know that.
I've never seen that one.
You guys gotta see it.
What's the one with Charlie Sheen?
What? Charlie Sheen does
Sheen's
like satire mostly.
Well, he was in Platoon, I think. I don't know. In the 70s and early 80s, he did more serious stuff, I think.
They might have both been in that one, for all we know.
Yeah. We're not good at that. Maybe it was Emilio. I don't remember. One of Martin Sheen's kids was active back then.
Okay.
Paula Abagnale, or Paula Barnes, is played by Natalie Bay. She is not in much, but she's in Beaupère, Tell No One, and Lawrence Anyways. That's the mom.
Lawrence Anyways.
Jack Barnes is played by Thor's dad. Not Thor's. Fuck. What is his name? Thanos. Thanos' dad, James Brolin,
Oh.
is Jack Barnes. He's in Life in Pieces,
Nice.
Sweet Tooth, and then did you guys know there's a movie called Westworld?
Yes.
I only knew about the TV show. That's very recent.
I've never watched any of it, the show or the movie.
The movie is from 1973.
Oh, and it's the same story?
Yeah.
Or-
I remember when people were talking about the show that there was that movie. That's the only reason I know about it.
Nice.
I enjoyed the first season. I never watched the second because the blonde girl annoyed me, and I had this like weird feeling that she's going to be a main character, and I didn't want to be annoyed. It's a weird reason, I know, because I really liked the whole show except for her. Anyways, Cheryl Ann is played by Jennifer Gardner. She's in 13 Going on 30, Elektra, and Juno.
She's also in what's
Daredevil.
that movie
Peppermint.
called? Yeah, definitely. Catch Me If You Can. But she's
Yeah,
not
she's
listed
in
as
that.
another character.
Oh yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
swear
Still
she
riding
shows up.
that theory.
I swear she shows up later. She's a nurse
You know-
or something, and she has glasses, and she's only briefly like running and laughing or something. I see her like 2 or 3 times. I swear.
Was she one of the stewardesses, maybe, like in the
No.
university recruitment scene?
No, I'm pretty sure she was like a nurse or something, and then she's at the big party again.
I believe if she was at the big party as like a background character.
But I don't know.
I don't know either because it lists her as one character. Lucy, we didn't even fucking talk about Lucy.
Elizabeth Banks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lucy was horny.
She was horny. She plays a very similar character in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
But then she gets serious once she gets to like the Hungry Games with Effie. My favorite role of her. She's the only character that I really actually am like.
Effie is cool.
No.
Yeah.
You don't like Finnick?
I like Finnick a lot. Yeah.
I like Finnick a lot, and I like
Hamish.
Yeah.
Hamish is good. I read the books and I was a big fan of Finnick in the books, so I was pretty happy.
I remember
in the movie.
We saw the one with you, and then you're like, they did Finnick pretty good.
Yeah.
You're like, I was happy with his performance, and I was like, okay. I don't know. And at that point, I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen a movie that Tim has read a book from, because we're not readers. I'm not a reader.
I'm not really, but
I wish I was.
It's usually okay. So I'm weird. Like if I start a series and they're making movies out of it, I want to finish reading the series. It's like a weird like itch tick thing. Like I want to be in the know before the movies come out so that I can be like, haha, that's wrong or something. You know, I don't
Nice.
know why. It's like a very weird anxiety. I have to like finish the books. I think it's because when like Harry Potter was around, like before the movie, like I was reading the books, and I think I only read 4 of them. And then I was like, fuck this, I'm just watching the movies. And I think after that I was like, no, I have to finish these series. It was some weird thing, I think. But
I don't know. I can say the same. Like I just finished his Dark Materials. I don't know why it took me so long. I enjoyed the books the entire time. But like we watched the TV show and I was like, I need to read these books, and lo and behold, I had them by Christmas.
Huh.
Thanks, Sam.
Weird how that works.
Yeah. But I was like, I just need to know the story. I need to know what's happening next. I was like, I need to know. Maze Runner, I did that with too. But no, I don't read enough.
yeah.
I wish I did. I don't read no good.
Aw.
Sam's next book is Shutter Island, another movie made from a book that Leonardo DiCaprio's in.
I know.
It's all come together.
And now I'm thinking I gotta get this autobiography.
Oh, yeah, that too. Anyways, I'm going to continue. She's also in Pitch Perfect.
Oh.
Jennifer Gardner?
No, we're still on Elizabeth Banks.
Oh,
Elizabeth
yeah.
Banks.
Yeah, she is. She's one of the announcers. She's really funny.
She also like was in like producing it too or something.
Probably.
She's in like the non-acting roles too. Anyways, Marcy, you guys remember Marcy? Marcy. She was the first flight attendant that he plowed.
Oh, yeah.
She's played by Ellen Pompeo, and she is in Grey's Anatomy,
Oh, okay.
Daredevil, and Old School. I'm pretty sure she's like one of the main doctors in Grey's Anatomy.
Well, look at her.
And then I accidentally somehow didn't list Brenda Strong until the last one. That's Amy Adams. She's in Arrival. She's in The Muppets and American Hustle. The director, Steven Spielberg. Shocking.
Very shocking. Didn't he do Jaws? Da-da, da.
You know, I was waiting for Tim to respond.
I have no idea.
Yeah, he did do Jaws.
I assumed he did, but
Okay. I was like...
The last time I made a joke, I was like, didn't Steven Spielberg do Jurassic Park? You guys almost like shoved me out of the room. So I was like, I'm going to make that joke again. And then I was like, no, you had to do Jaws. It's more relevant. I was like, okay.
And then you weren't certain, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, didn't land well. Should have did Jurassic Park all over again. Go see whatever episode that was. What was the other Steven Spielberg movie we would have done?
There's so many.
I was like, that one. Yes.
We're at over 70
Whichever
episodes.
one was Steven Spielberg, I make a joke about Jurassic Park.
She
so
does.
go listen to that.
Yeah. So this movie was nominated for 2 Oscars.
I think it was War Horse.
It was War Horse.
Look at that. Okay, 2 Oscars.
And it didn't win any.
Not even for Musica?
It
That
lost.
ain't
I don't
right.
know.
I know.
It won 16 other awards and nominated for 44 more.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Spielberg's got the magic touch.
He does not have the stink touch.
He doesn't.
So this budget was $52 million, and then the box office made $300 million more.
Damn.
So 352 in total. No big deal. The critics gave it a 96%. Audience with an 89%. IMDb with an 8.1 out of 10.
Damn.
And Google with a 92.
Nice.
Tim, as the first person to ever see this film, the first person ever. No one else has seen it. The first time you've seen this film, would you flip it on?
You're talking to me, right? Because I couldn't tell if
Yeah.
you said Sam or Tim, and then that
It's
was
cool.
very,
I was,
that
like,
was very
half
confusing.
I was half
I
yawning,
wasn't sure.
so...
I wasn't sure which first you were talking about. My first with this movie, or her first, as being the one that saw it. Anyway, no, I love this movie. This was great from the start. Intro and everything. Usually I hate intros, long, boring intros. But maybe the music is what got it. But it was just, I don't know, entertaining to watch. I think this is a must-see. I don't know. It almost feels like it flies under the radar to me. But at the same time, I know a lot of people that have seen it. So maybe I'm just one of those anomalies that, I'm the one that hasn't seen it this time, which makes sense because I hadn't seen it. So yeah, that's a big flip it on from me.
I would say I'm the same though. Like I wouldn't have seen it if it weren't for Sam.
Yeah.
And like I like everybody. Like this whole cast is great.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason. Like it's got Spielberg, it's got John Williams. There's literally nothing in this movie that would have been like, hey Adam, don't go fucking see this movie.
Right.
So yeah, flip it on. I like it. I like to tell Sam she can't watch it every day. She does make that threat occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, she just watched it like 3 months ago, and she's like, "I'm gonna watch it again." And I'm like, "You just watched it."
Right.
But I like it.
I know. We're not like we will repeat movies in this household, but we typically give it time. Like I would love to watch Lord of the Rings back to back to back to back, but like we give it like 3 months.
Well, that's a commitment.
Nope. If I find a movie I like and I hadn't watched it before, I probably watch it or listen to it multiple times within a couple days.
Yeah. How about that Mortal Kombat movie?
Oh, dude, I don't have any idea how many times I actually turned that on. It was so a lot.
It was so funny. You're like,
I loved it.
He came back the next week and he was like, yeah, so I watched it like 10 times.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
It must have
We
been
had
at
watched
least
it, too.
once. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did watch it a second
It was so
time.
good that we watched it like a second time. So then I was like not shocked that you watched it 10 times.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I was like,
It
that
was like
makes
at
sense.
least once a day I would turn it on and physically watch it. But like,
For 30 days.
yeah, it was pretty stupid.
Yeah, so Sam, are you flipping it on tomorrow?
Yeah, obviously. No, I'm flipping it on. I love it. I still love it. I don't know why, because like we said, it's not necessarily like a kid's movie, but it's a fun movie, and so I think that's why I liked it as a kid. And there's nothing like too adulty about it.
You were just trying to learn how to pass fake checks and stuff. That's
right?
weird.
I was like,
Should I be
goals.
concerned?
I mean, no, I lost my window of opportunity to do it.
Yeah, you mean like by like 50 years?
Yeah, by a lot of time.
Yeah.
I can't impersonate a pirate.
Yeah, I don't think
Impersonating
you
a doctor is also a lot harder these days. Like just
Yeah, I know.
impersonating anyone.
Also, I don't know if you in particular would be able to back in like the 60s.
Exactly. So anywho, it's a fun movie. It's a good cast. The music's dope. What more do you need?
Fireworks. To celebrate our 69th episode, last Spinner episode of season 1.
69 dudes. I think you
69.
already made that, but I don't care. Doing it again.
I know.
Oh yeah, no spinner.
No Spinner, I know.
You
can-
said it, and I was like, I'm just gonna Rickroll over it, and then I'm like, no, I want to spin.
Now, so next
Really
week we're
bad.
gonna have we have a fun episode planned because we're weird.
Yes.
So you'll hear more on that as it comes out. Sam's gonna have fancy new stuff, and then about two weeks from this episode, season 2 should premiere, or is it 3 weeks? It's something like that.
There are
Season
weeks
2
in
is
there, yes.
more than 1 week from now.
Yes.
You'll
'cause
see season 2.
You'll have the bonus episode.
Yeah,
Are we doing a break?
we don't know yet.
Okay, so
Potentially
2 to 3 weeks. 2?
2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks. We're so professional, guys.
I know. So Tim, do you got your Wazoogle near you?
Stand by. Somewhere. I know it is. Yes, I do.
All right, let's Wazoogle out for this
What are we
episode
doing?
finale.
Just a little toot.
Just a little toot.
Little toot.
Little toot toot.
Bye.